situation.
I need to get you a comparison.
Let me see which speaker set is that?
This one, the second one. I was like, I gotta get him a club.
Impact us all. With this in mind, our mission statement at KPLA Talk 1580 is simple: to create an inclusive platform that promotes honest dialogue.
Hey man, I think it's time for another computer.
Yeah.
But I need to make sure that that computer is better than this computer. You know how Apple does.
Yeah.
They put a lot of bells and whistles, but it's not really substantive. You got the same shit.
Just in a different package, yeah.
Right.
Okay, hold on a second, Keisha. Just let me ask Ronald exactly what's going on.
This is why I wipe it down. Look at that.
I need to hear his side of the story.
Can't get on.
Did you turn your phone off and try it again?
Do they have a Wi-Fi?
Yeah. Arabia, can you get him the Wi-Fi?
Getting revenge on your ex is a highly Googled topic. And, years ago I made a video, like, the sound was terrible, and it was, getting revenge on your ex, and it still gets a lot of traffic. So, in the vein of wanting to get revenge on your ex, right? Because let's face it, when somebody hurts you, yeah, you want to get back at them a little bit, right? You want to make them hurt because you hurt. You just really want to get back at them. But you really can't control that, right? And trying to do things that you can't control is why it makes you crazy. And you can't control what your ex does, so that's making you crazy. But you can control what you do. And honest to God, the best revenge on your ex is to become the best version of yourself and then not want them anymore. Because I see this happen over and over and over again, right? Clients that come to me for coaching and they're like, how do I get my ex back? It's another one, how do I get my ex back? And by the time they, really talk to me and learn what their issues are, and that's the key to getting over it too, is to really look for their faults and knock them off that pedestal that you have them on, right? But if you stop focusing on your ex and focus all that obsessive energy on becoming the best version of yourself, that's absolutely the best revenge. It's the best thing for you. And it's really the only thing that you can control, right? So really focus all that frustrated energy. And I know anger is one of the 5 grief stages, so you're going to go through anger, and you're going to be angry at your ex, right? But that, use that anger to like get in the best shape of your life. Like go run if you've never ran before. Start running, or at least take long walks, or go for bike rides, or just go do something. Run up and down the steps, like to get in great shape using that anger. You know, I bet my online.
Ladies and gentlemen, oh goodness. Tonight's topic is going to be a doozy. Why is it every time I got a good topic, I act like I'm out of breath? Listen, we turned up tonight. I need you to turn up with me. These are conversations that are designed for interaction. Because I do know a lot of people go through this. I do know a lot of people deal with these emotions and feelings. Now, tonight's topic, let the venom hit them. A deeper look at why some people choose to seek revenge on their significant other after a breakup. Gosh, is revenge a form of love? 1-800-920-1580. Is revenge a type of anti-love consciousness? Eesh. Why do some people seek revenge after a breakup? What are some of the common emotions that individuals experience after a breakup or the end of a significant relationship? How do you feel about seeking revenge for a wrongdoing, and how might it affect your decisions? Maybe you just say, I'm on autopilot. Revenge is in control here. 1-800-920-1580. Have you ever sought to take revenge out on your partner for a betrayal?
I have. And it did not work out.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is my brother Tony Massey back in the building.
Yeah.
Why did you seek revenge, Tony?
I felt like I had to. I felt like, you did this to me, and I don't want you resting in a peaceful state.
Comfortable.
I don't appreciate your level of comfort.
It's disrespectful to me.
It is.
And what we went through.
Here you are, living your life like it's golden, while I'm in the midst of this chaos that you've created in my life. So
you're living your life like it's copper.
Exactly. Exactly.
Wow.
But it didn't work.
Mm-hmm.
Because the problem with revenge, what's the saying with you? The hole you dig for someone, dig another for you. Dig two. Right. So you end up looking ridiculous, and it doesn't work out, but it feels so good. I can't lie.
So would you say that the revenge seeker is like a toxic victim?
Yes.
Can you go into that?
But okay, and I'm going to be the apologetic for the toxic victim, okay? Yes, we know that, vengeance is not something that we should seek. We know that vengeance is a waste of time. We know all these things.
What about vengeance is mine, thus saith the Lord?
Which I think is selfish, because...
Wait a minute, God is selfish?
I'm saying, share some of that with me. Or at the very least, let me see it happen, right? Let me see it take place. This is my problem with karma. Karma always does things 10 years from now, and I never get to hear about it. And so I'm not satisfied. Karma's satisfied.
Wait, because their karma is none of your business.
Oh, but it is. It is. No, but the toxic, that person, they were brought to that level of toxicity. They were escorted to that. So we're not talking about someone who is toxic and then seeks revenge. We're talking about someone who is dipped in toxicity because of whatever the offense was that brought them to a place where they felt like, I need to get you back.
Go deeper.
So, because, and I think there's so much emphasis on taking the high road. And I'm using my air quotes for those who can't see me. Yeah, the high road. My problem with the high road, the whole, when they go low, we go high, it's safe but not satisfying.
Listen,
it's safe but it's not satisfying.
So revenge is like oxtail.
It is.
It tastes good.
It
It's
tastes-
seasoned,
right.
falling off the bone.
There it is.
No, you
There
can't
it is.
have that, Tony.
See, and that's the problem. Look, revenge is like pork. I know it's not good for you,
But it tastes.
but Lord, this bacon, eggs, and cheese sandwich tastes good, man. And there is no substitute.
Wow.
Turkey bacon ain't bacon. And so living my best life and you know and getting past it and letting them people see me shine, yeah, that's turkey bacon. I want bacon. I want revenge. Like James Brown said, I want revenge.
You want pork belly?
I want pork belly, yes. I want pig's feet. I want chitlins, yes.
The number to dial is 1-800-920-1580. Seeking revenge after being dumped is a natural response rooted in complex emotions, of course. The desire for revenge often stems from, feelings that have been hurt, actions like betrayal, and of course, a wounded ego. However, the best revenge lies not in seeking to harm another, but in personal growth and self-improvement. Challenging negative emotions into positive actions, such as focusing on self-care, or I like to call it self-empathy, pursuing personal goals and cultivating new relationships, allows for healing and empowerment. By prioritizing one's own being and happiness, individuals can demonstrate resilience and spiritual maturity, ultimately finding satisfaction in their own personal growth rather than seeking revenge against an ex. What say ye, Tony Massey?
I think that sounds wonderful.
So this was the Mr. Rogers of Get Over It.
Yeah, like I don't know. I want to see you burn.
Why?
I want the satisfaction of knowing that you're not okay.
Really?
I need that. I'm not gonna do it because I'm mature and I've grown beyond that.
Would you pray for it?
Oh, definitely,
But
definitely.
that's doing it. That's karma.
I'm not. You know how people say, "I just want you to be happy. I want you to be able to just." I don't have a desire for you to be happy. I want you to be miserable.
I genuinely believe that, though.
What?
That
You want the person to be happy?
I want them to be happy.
I don't want you to be happy.
Listen, you gotta put it out right in the universe. Like I tell my son this all the time. Like the negative stuff you say, that's imprinting on the universe. I say you gotta look at God and the universe as a living, multi-dimensional canvas. And you're an artist.
Okay.
And the paint that you use, thought, word, and deed.
Sure.
So if you are saying negative things about other people, you are painting that reality on this living canvas for you to live.
But I've already lived it. See, that's the problem.
So now you're going to pray to the canvas.
I'm just saying.
When we come forward, the voice of reason with his brother Tony Massey will dig deeper into the thoughts of revenge.
I can't hear anything. There we go. Ooh, that's too loud.
All right, these two are me. Well, okay. And you in here sneezing?
This.
Listen, I don't believe in COVID no more, but I don't like sneezing. Ever since then, ever since COVID, I started hating sneezing. What kind of shit is it? Ever since COVID, I started to hate sneezing.
Hey, y'all.
Oh, now she want to talk. Now she want to be seen. Yesterday, she didn't want to talk or be
You was
seen.
gonna put me on blast. I was over
She
here.
had a big-ass ice pack on her chin.
It feel better now. It feel better.
Is revenge porn included?
No, I think that's disgusting. No, I don't want to. That's when you share news that were, No, I don't
No.
want you to. I want you to hurt for as long as I do.
Ooh, my revenge is too good. I
Save
did
that
what?
for the radio, please.
I did that.
Not even further than that. When I'm over it,
Then you could be over.
then I'll wish you well. But until then,
Really?
oh,
Only one person got me to that point, though, and it was a Gemini.
Really?
Never again, but. Really?
Look what I got. They're in the building today. They decided to make an appearance. How many of you guys got these books? All three of them. How many of you guys have all three of Zoe Williams' most powerful work? Somebody says she. Oh, Attila says sheesh, Uncle Tony. Hey, don't leave me hanging. Call me right now. Get to your phone lines. The number to dial 1-800-920-1580. Get to your phone lines. 1-800-920-1580. Get to your phone lines right now. I want to talk to you guys.
Hi, positive influence. Yeah, I'm good, twin. Today's a better day. It's born revenge. Yeah, no.
Let the venom hit him.
I like this topic. I've grown so much.
Mm.
But I did an impeachment too. And it hit.
Well, I'm done.
Are we going to struggle with the phone calls? I need everybody. 1-800-920-1580. Moderators,
Mimi, you ever got revenge?
please encourage people to hit the super chat. Please encourage people to call. Please encourage people to share, like.
The devil be taking notes when Tony speaks. But what? I don't understand.
Tony, what do you think was going to happen? You do this every time you come
I'm
in.
saying what people are thinking.
Just because you're saying what people are thinking, does that mean it's right?
It should be.
I'm going to kill your dog.
What? What did the dog do?
Woo, my playlist. That's the legendary Eric B. and Rakim. The record is called Let the Rhythm Hit 'Em. That's where I got my topic today.
Yeah.
Let the venom hit 'em.
Yeah. I don't trust the rhythm to do the job. Let me get him.
Listen, no, this is not how it works, Tone.
Okay, so here's my issue with this. All I'm doing is saying what everyone else is thinking, but yet I'm being vilified because I'm being honest.
No, this is how you really feel.
It is. It doesn't mean that I actually seek revenge in all situations.
So now you're looking for to raise an army of people who you want to set up a coalition of.
No, I just want a little appreciation and compassion.
No.
For my honesty. That's all I want.
Well, we love you
I'm
for this.
misunderstood.
No, we understood you quite well.
I want you to hurt for as long as I hurt. When I get over it, then you get over it.
But why are you worried about their process?
Because it would be different. And let me qualify my statements. Just because we broke up doesn't mean that I want revenge. If you want to leave, you can leave.
Right.
I'm not handcuffing anybody.
Right.
And I'm definitely not gonna beg anyone to stay with me.
Right.
But upon leaving, if you start doing some foul things, then I need to. My mother, I'm about to throw her. You see where I got this from.
Here it comes.
My mother told me, if someone hits you, you don't just hit them back. You make it very clear to them in no uncertain terms that they should never do that again.
So you were abused.
No.
No.
Tony Massey, ladies and gentlemen,
No,
opens
I
up
was
about
not.
childhood abuse.
I'm just saying, eye for an eye isn't enough. I'm taking a tooth.
I'm taking an ear because it isn't my payback is not about what you did. It's the audacity to
that
do
you did it, right?
Right.
So not only are you getting your pound of flesh,
That's it.
you getting a little bit more.
Because you shouldn't have done that in the first place.
1-800-920-1580. Are you the revenge type, or do you let it go? Which is healthier for your spirit, Tony?
Yeah.
I mean, for your spirit, sure.
Yeah.
You don't really care about contaminating your spirit, do you?
I mean, I can always clean it. I got plenty of sage. I can.
Wait a minute. So, hold on, Tone.
I have a therapist.
So you'll do something and say, "Yep, I got to go back into rehab, but I must pay for this."
I have a therapist. On standby, and I have a standing appointment every Tuesday. And so the last thing I'd want is to walk into therapy and have nothing to talk about. You know,
the decision to seek revenge against an ex or significant other is a complex manifestation of human emotions and psychological processes. It is crucial to examine how this choice aligns with one's values and the potential conflicts or contradictions that may arise. Revenge often stems from feelings of betrayal, hurt, or a desire for justice. Are you on the justice side, or are you on the... Well, I won't even go. However, it is essential to question whether revenge truly serves our values of personal growth, empathy, and emotional well-being. Seeking revenge can perpetuate a cycle of negativity. It can hinder one's personal growth. It can compromise our integrity. By considering the conflicts and contradictions inherent in seeking revenge, we can strive for a healthier alternative, maybe, right? That may promote mutual healing, mutual forgiveness, and ultimately align with our core values. I'm reading it like this on purpose.
I mean, it sounds very textbook.
You don't like it?
It's not that I don't like it. I get it. But does it serve the carnal part of me that needs to be served?
Are we supposed to serve our carnal part, or are we supposed to overcome the carnal part?
But in overcoming, we have to serve it. We have to at least allow it to.
Wait,
at the very
hold on.
least, we need to tantalize it.
That sounded like linguistic magic. There's linguistic trickery. Don't do me like, come on, Tony. What does that mean?
I'm saying, okay, it's like
giving up something, right? In order for me to give up something, I have to know what I'm giving up, right? There's no discipline in giving up something that I've never had, right? So if I grew up not eating pork, and I keep using pig because I really think it's got a bad rap. If I grew up not eating pork, then I've never given up pork. But if I grew up eating pork and now I have to give it up, I have to take it out of my diet, then that's where the real discipline and sacrifice comes from. So if I'm sitting alone in my room with a composition notebook and a pencil with no eraser, just writing down all the things that I want to happen to you, but then I don't execute, I'm tantalizing that part of me. But I'm not really...
You're not acting on it.
I'm not acting on it.
Okay.
But I'm thinking about it.
So you're going to journal about it and get it out your spirit.
I'm putting it into the universe. Now, if it manifests, I mean, I'm not in control of the law of attraction.
But what if something happens and then they find your manifesto, i.e. journal?
I mean, hopefully I have a good... did I say I wanted, her legs to be... Yes, did I do it, though? No.
Mr. Massey, your words here entered on your journal.
Yes.
May 12th, 1989 states.
I said that. That don't mean I did it.
What about you reap what you sow?
And okay,
I'm glad you said that. That is a great point.
Yes.
In this situation...
Thanks, chat room, for you reap what you sow. I think it was Mimi.
In this situation, what
role am I playing?
The reaper or the sower?
Yes. Maybe I'm just helping with the harvest. Remember, we're talking about revenge.
So now...
Revenge.
Wait a minute. So now... God.
Hey, I'm just doing...
You doing God's work?
I'm not afraid to do the Lord's work. Hey, you can use anybody for any purpose.
In the name of Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce, Mimi from Jacksonville, Florida is on the line. Get in here.
Hey, Joe. Hey, Tony.
Hey.
Hey, everyone.
Hey, Mimi, talk to us. What are your thoughts?
I just started following Tony on Instagram, and he really makes delicious, beautiful things. I saw some oxtails,
Yes.
and I don't understand how a man that can make something so beautiful have such a dark side. Like, you must have been an awful boyfriend when you broke up. Awful things. You must have been awful.
Mimi.
I mean, awful.
Mimi just said, I'm going to judge you straight on up.
Hey.
Judge ye not,
You throwing a
lest
lot of
ye be
stones.
judged in the same manner in which you are doing the judging, Mimi. You don't know this man. Go ahead.
You said something about breaking someone's leg.
No, I didn't.
It was like,
No.
literally, but it was like, what's the other word of literal? Figuratively.
It was
but
it was an
still.
example. That was an example.
Tony is a master of, but I was just saying it because everybody else believed it. I didn't.
It was just an example. I am not a violent person. I don't want anybody to hurt. But Mimi, if somebody does something to you with malice, are you telling me that there's no part of you that wants to see that person experience the same level of pain or discomfort that you did?
She's a Cancer,
Whether
so
you
yes,
execute or not.
she's a Cancer. I will say yes for her.
I thought y'all were talking about regular breakups, like my man cheated on me, you know, am I going to try to get him fired off of his job or put sugar in his tank, mess his car up, whatever. That kind of stuff. You know, not that I've ever done that before.
That was very specific.
Hold tight, Mimi. When we come forward, we're going to deal with Mimi. Like, Mimi from Jacksonville, Florida, when we come forward, we got a lot more questions to ask you.
Is this a long one? I gotta take a phone call. Is this long enough for me to take a phone call? Joe, is this long enough for me to take a call?
Absolutely. We got 6 minutes. R is accurate, plus I pack the wit. Educated punchlines that I have to hit. I line them up. My favorite rapper.
Rakim?
Rakim, definitely.
Rakim.
Your arms are too short to box with Ra.
You ever got revenge?
No,
Never.
not ever. Well, wait a
When
minute.
you was younger, you do petty shit.
Yeah, when I was really young, though.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I know what you're capable of.
Yeah. Well, no. Yes, it was revenge. Oh, I got an incredible story. It was revenge. Somebody really tried to fuck me up. And boy, what I did.
How they try to fuck you up?
When I tell you they try to fuck me up, this is in my 20s. It was like an ambush outside my house.
Oh, okay. So she got like her brothers or something?
What do you mean she?
I'm talking about for breakup.
Oh, I'm thinking of something totally different. What
Look
the
at
fuck?
you. Look at you.
All right. Girl, stop having me think about shit. What the fuck?
Yeah, we in a relationship show. You know about something. Oh, yeah, I got that nigga. Wait a
No, I
minute.
was thinking of something else totally. Hey, thank you guys for the super chat. Somebody just dropped 15. Sarah Lane, we appreciate it. She said, let it go.
Andy,
You got to
revenge
let
when you be
stuff
having
go. That's right. How much revenge is enough? Now wishing the people get their just due. Now wishing that people get their just due is not taking part in revenge. Maybe. And Zynga dropped $4.99. Truemonger dropped a 10 spot. Yo, 31 minutes in, we got $31. I appreciate everybody. Can we hit our mark? Everybody hit the like button. The likes are really lagging. 67 people, only 48 likes. This crowd, this audience is a little bit too small for us to miss out on those likes. Those likes help us in the algorithm. They help more people come to the channel. and they're free. So I'm asking you personally, please, 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 please hit the like button. Show your love. If you're enjoying the content, if you're enjoying the show, please show your love and hit those like buttons or the like button. Latoya Young just sent me $2 on Cash App. I appreciate it.
Have you heard about Lendistry? Lendistry is a national black-led small business lender that is headquartered right here in LA. Once you've started your business, Lendistry provides flexible financing options starting at $50,000 to help you access the
Thank you, Will.
needed to grow. Whether financing is needed to increase working capital, acquire a business, purchase inventory and equipment, or refinance debt, Lendistry has a solution for you. Lending products range from traditional business term loans and non-revolving lines of credit to SBA 7A loans and commercial real estate financing. Lendistry's pre-application process is simple and does not impact your credit score. Visit lendistry.com/KBLA to learn more and to get started with an application right from the website. Months early last time we said usage was plentiful. And when I looked the other morning, we decided together that it was time to see that and make a plan. Early detection gave us more time to
Somebody ordered takeout because I got petty pad thai.
Petty pad thai. Petty pad thai. That's funny. Everybody hit that like button. Come on now. Let's get them up. We're almost there. 54 likes.
Building on the investments in California and around the country to help close the racial wealth gap and build a more equitable future. As part of JP Morgan Chase commitment, they are taking action to help improve financial wealth and access to banking in the Black community, helping more people open low-cost checking and savings accounts, hosting community seminars that support Black-led institutions by raising awareness about financial investments.
Hey, to me, 50 is underrated. To me, 50 better than Jay. To me.
That's crazy. 50 Cent?
50 Cent.
I don't know. Better than Jay?
Yeah. And Zinga always trying to protect Jay-Z. I like Jay-Z too. And Zinga is, boy, all things Sag. Leave Jay-Z out of it. You understand me?
Yeah.
All right, I'll leave him out of Zinga. I'm sorry. Clyde, Truth, Divine, Gibson. People always want revenge until it's their turn to be human. Ooh. We're at $36. Thank you, man. We appreciate it.
it's Dr. Romney. Welcome back to this YouTube channel. Kind of shooting under some strange circumstances, because there are some strange circumstances in my life, but as long as you can hear me, it doesn't even matter if you can see me, I think we're still getting that information out to you. So today, back to those proverbs, we're going to take on a proverb many of you have heard. Revenge is a dish best served cold. And before I get to that, I'm going to give you that reminder. We're coming up. It's January, getting into our healing program. Great time to start it. I'm not a big fan of New Year's resolutions, but I am a big fan of, I think in a new year, we do take on a new perspective. Go down, take a look at those, the video description. You'll see a link. You get more information. Would love to have you join us right from the beginning. But let's go back to these proverbs. Let's talk about this idea that revenge is a dish best served cold. Many of you have heard this proverb. It's one that's been around for a long time. And as you know, I love me my proverb. It's actually getting so fun to do this series because I love hearing these proverbs all of you are sending in. Please keep sending them. Now let's talk about this one though. The sourcing on this proverb is around the 1800s from the French. Perhaps it's from the novel Dangerous Liaisons. I cannot speak French, so I'm not even going to try to pronounce any of this in French. But there are some riffs on this proverb that come from Shakespeare and other writers over time, probably because in a way it's true. Now what does it mean that revenge is a dish best served cold? It's a way of saying that reactive revenge in the moment, that's basic revenge. This proverb suggests that revenge is best meant to be something that is deliberated over and delivered at a moment, perhaps when enough time has passed that the other person does not suspect it, and with an intentional planfulness that can result in that revenge, as it were, having a real impact. Now, this is a tricky proverb when it comes to narcissistic abuse. We know that narcissistic people are vindictive. It's in their DNA. But they often tend to be quite reactive in their vindictiveness. They want to bring you down right away. They want to harm you and smear campaign you quickly. By definition, narcissistic folks have a real inability to delay gratification or revenge, and instead, they tend to seek their revenge out swiftly and sometimes quite sloppily. Now, revenge is a loaded term. Overall, it's not good for us.
Did Dr. Romney just
Co-sign me? Yes, she did.
invent premeditated revenge?
And she's got 2 letters in front of her name. So all that smoke and all that energy y'all gave me, I want her to get it too.
No.
What she said, what I said was write it down and consider it. What she said was plot.
No. Oh, okay, but wait, Tone. Everybody want to use the law of attraction at their convenience.
Right.
So you'll hear people like Bill Proctor and Tony Robbins and Lisa Nichols and all these folks saying, you want to pull something into reality, you write it down.
Okay.
So could we add your journal to the pre-crime logs?
I mean, if
You got to let it go, Tone.
Let what go? No, I'm not letting it go.
You got to.
I'm not letting it go. I'm holding on to this for dear life.
No.
For dear life.
Holding on to anger is like grasping a hot coal with the intent of throwing it at someone else. You are the one who gets burned, the Buddha. See, Tone, many times we are in a space where spirituality and higher consciousness means nothing.
Right. We
want our icing. We want our cake and we want to eat it. We want to see people suffer for, how they made us suffer. But ultimately, does that not bring the suffrage back to you? You don't care.
No, not in this moment.
Oh, God.
Not in this moment.
You don't care if you're suffering, Tone?
No, not in this moment. I'm already suffering. I'm suffering because of the foul stuff that you did to me. Now I want you to
Tone, I ain't did nothing, brother.
No, I'm talking about this metaphoric person. I want you to join me in the suffering because I don't want to be here by myself. We went into this together. We need to stay together. It's as simple as that. I'm okay with that.
Nazarene X put a quote in the chat. He says, no matter how hot your anger, it cannot cook your yams. Now see, African proverb. Now see, bro, you're a chef. You should know that. Does that resonate with you better?
Then we serving cold yams.
Oh, damn. Mimi from Jacksonville, get back in here.
I want to apologize to Tony because after you went to commercial, I thought about what I just said.
It was evil.
Gave the wrong impression.
Hold on.
You were saying figuratively. I have never done that before. But I think we all have friends that know people that are willing to go to your ex's job and just say take the tires off of his car and just put it on blocks, flash the inside of the car. You know, he comes out and he has a surprise. I have a friend, it wasn't me, that did that. Hilarious. I would never do anything like that. That's fatal attraction.
But did you make the call? Because it sounds like you got the details on what happened.
Yeah.
She told me what she did, and I said, I'm so glad that I'm a woman, because if I was a man, we couldn't be friends, because you're crazy. Who does that? Okay.
I'm going to tell you who does that, your friend.
She got guys to go to this guy's job. Mercedes, nice car. Took all the tires off, slashed the inside. Who knows what they did to the engine? I have no idea. But that's not me. I'm not fatal attraction. I'm not thin line between love and hate. Great movies. Great. Love them. Crazy women. It's just a movie. I just really, honestly, truly, you reap what you sow. And I just, revenge is just being successful and happy and peaceful and wishing them well. I don't want to dig a ditch for them, and I'm digging a ditch for myself, all that stuff that everybody used to say. But if I did ever go to that dark place that Tony is more familiar with than I am, I know some people that could do some really devious things.
Wow. When did I become the Prince of Darkness?
You got a squad. That's what she said. Mess with Mimi. See those send her goons after you.
How am I? I'm gonna deal with it myself. Mimi is talking about assembling the regulators and whatnot.
No, I mean, you said, breaking legs, and I thought this was a regular breakup.
It was
you're
an
talking
example.
about something. It was a good example. It was a really good example. That's like that movie with James Caan. That's not me. That's, again, a good movie, but I don't want to go to prison. So
good.
I can't get too heavily involved in stuff.
Yes, we don't want you to go to prison either. And I'm just going to say thank you for the call. I am frightened, but I appreciate the call. Thank you for bringing your city, Jacksonville, Florida, in the building. Look, if you want to bring your city in the building, all you got to do is call me at 1-800-920-1580. The phone lines are open. My brother Nazarene X, we're going to jump to you soon as we come forward. So get your thoughts together, because I know you got a lot to talk about. Man, Tony is wild. Is it me or Tony wild?
Nah, he crazy.
No, he crazy.
You don't want to make him mad. He almost got seen like he got Capricorn in him. Capricorn rising.
And apparently you don't want to make Mimi mad neither.
Nah. Hey, girl.
Mimi got a whole squad. Everybody hit the like button. Come on, y'all. Let's keep hitting the twos and fews. There's 70 people in here. Can everybody drop $5 on the super chat?
I'm so sorry. I have an emergency. I have to get to.
Okay.
I'll contact you.
All right. See? Revenge. Somebody said, yes, Tony is a little crazy. Oh, I love this. This is good.
Really good.
Can everybody hit the like button? Please, please, please. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. I need those phone calls. Suge Mac 510. We appreciate the $1.99, brother. You got us to 38.97. Keep the phone lines going.
Jumping.
Red Summer, what up? Keep the phone lines cracking. I need to hear from Attila. I need to hear from Red Summer. Red Summer, call in here. I need to hear from Positive Influence. Where in the hell is Sean? We ain't heard from Sean in a long time. Nzinga. I need to hear from Nzinga. Call. Ghetto Gourmet. Call. True Monger. Call. Margot Nicole. Call. I'm trying to call out people that are new in here as well. I feel Tony. This is Red Summer. I feel Tony. I've been waiting to make a move on a situation. I'm a Scorpio. If you hurt me or mine, we're hurting together.
Yeah.
I'll heal in hell. Hey, Red Summer, please call me. Can you call me right now? Hey, Deborah, thank you for that $4.99. You took us to $43.96. We're trying to reach $100. We're almost halfway there. Red Summer, call me. 1-800-920-1580. She said, I'll heal in hell. I didn't like the fact that these headphones had makeup on them.
Makeup.
Yeah, I don't. Come on now. Oh, who dropped that? Everybody's showing up right now. We at 63. Monique's Journey. Monique, call me. Call me, Monique. Y'all can't let the phone lines just be weird. Call me. I don't want no damn makeup on me either.
Lord Jesus.
See? Some makeup was on me. Hate that. Oh, James Brown. But don't do damn squealing. I can dig rapping. Hey, I'm ready. I can dig scrapping. Come on, James. Can't dig that backstabbing. Hey, the voice of reason in his playlist is up in here. Oh, we on fire tonight. Get ready. Yes. Let the venom hit them. Why do some people seek revenge after a breakup in a relationship? Man, James Brown, he said it succinctly, man. A lot of people struggle, with revenge, with heartbreak, with disappointment. And they may struggle in their own way. Revenge is a primal instinct that has, captivated human minds throughout history. And, it remains a subject of intrigue and fascination. The desire to seek retribution against an ex or a significant other is a complex phenomena that can contribute to the combination of psychological, emotional, and societal. All of these things are a factor, right? Listen, betrayal and loss. That's going to make you want to have revenge, especially if, you got an insecure attachment style or, listen, you got to be careful who you get with. Ooh, Lord. Betrayal and loss. How they going to deal with that? How have they dealt with it in life in general? When a relationship ends, particularly due to a betrayal or a sense of loss, the emotional wounds inflicted can be deep and profound. The pain experienced in such situations can trigger a desire for revenge as a means of restoring a sense of justice or reclaiming power. Revenge becomes a way to regain control over the situation, alleviate the emotional turmoil caused by the breakup. Then there's ego and self-esteem. For some individuals, seeking revenge may be driven by wounded pride and a desire to protect their self-esteem. The rejection experienced in a failed relationship can be a blow to one's ego, lending to a need for validation and a desire to prove oneself superior or more desirable than the ex-partner. Revenge in this context becomes a means of restoring one's self-worth and asserting dominance. We can go even deeper. Emotional catharsis. The act of seeking revenge can provide a temporary sense of relief and catharsis. By inflicting pain or harm on the person who accused them or who caused them emotional distress, individuals may believe that they are balancing the scales, this is Tony, and finding closure. Revenge can serve as an outlet for pent-up anger, frustration, and sadness, allowing individuals to release their negative emotions and move forward. Really quickly, revenge caught up to Tone. He had to leave, got that phone call. Somebody said, bring your tail home. I hear you on the phone. Get your butt back home. He said, "So I'll call you in a minute." He had the hustle and flow voice. "Oh, I'll call you in a minute, man. Listen here, man. I gotta go, man." And then Terrence Howard, "Listen here, man. I'll call you in a minute." No, but apparently he was called away just that quick. Pisces Light in the chat room says revenge is a waste of energy. Listen here, man. It definitely is, man. We got callers on the line. Let's get our brother Nazarene X. He's been on the line for the longest. Let's get him in here. Nazarene, what are your thoughts, brother?
Hey, look, I got to salute Uncle Tony, too.
Hey, Uncle Tony gone now. Hey, he had to go. He literally got a phone call.
Yeah, I guess he got a plate full of cold yams.
Don't do Tony like that, man.
Hey, shout out to man. But look, during the intermission and everything, because I had the question, I was asking myself, like, what is revenge anyway? Because, like, we could take something like respect and kind of break it down and say, like, okay, respect is like, kind of look at something.
To look at something, yeah.
Respect, right. So what I found looking up venge on the etymology side of things, it kind of started to really open up that lane of why it's saying
avenge. Right, avenge.
Right. So it's like, it's better than not go into the revenge bag. Also within the spiritual principles of, at the end of the day, low key, God is able to do exceedingly and abundantly above and beyond what you could even desire, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, when we choose to take matters into our own hands to that extent, in a way, humility is actually a quote unquote better route because the higher power ain't playing about his children.
But that's what I'm saying. So when you say humility, humility is like a type of submission, but on a higher level. On a lower egoic level, submission is quitting, it's giving up. But on a higher consciousness level, submission is something entirely different.
Yeah, and I know how I feel like to feel that, I guess they call it like that root chakra itch.
The root chakra itch. I like that.
You just want to go ahead and do your thing, but hey, it's also said that it's better to not laugh when you see your enemy stumble, lest God release his wrath on them. So it's the big bars and that whole thing. So as best we can help, but I say trying to stay away. However, I mean, just stay woke.
But you know what? This goes back to the Cain and Abel story. See, Cain kills his brother, right? Cain kills his brother, right? Now, God puts a seal or a symbol on Cain's forehead and basically said, if anybody kill you, they gonna get it 7 times worse. See, so that was a karmic thing, right? Like, you killed your brother, now you're an outcast, but if somebody kill you, they gonna get it back 7 times. Why? Because God was punishing Cain in his way. And if anybody interferes with God's punishment for Cain, they gonna get it back 7 times what he had in store for Cain. Do you see?
Right. Yeah, it's all connected like that. So sometimes I just take that humble pie type approach. It doesn't mean that you have to call yourself weak or a coward or anything like that, but in the so-called higher ground, especially say like once you remove yourself from that situation, that's also like that avengement or whatnot.
Wait, stay with me. Nazarene, stay with me. When we come forward, I know he got a lot to talk about. He's breaking it down from the etymological root. When we come forward, more from Nazarene X.
We grown now. We don't get revenge. But have any of y'all ever got no revenge? Y'all ain't got no good stories? Oh, y'all done all made it to the promised land.
What?
We know not to do it now. We grown. But no good stories?
A heat dome. Did y'all? What the fuck is a heat dome? What kind of bullshit is y'all niggas living under a heat dome?
Yes.
What the fuck? What in the world?
I don't need a good story. Like, yeah, one time I went to the mama house.
You in here cutting up. All you got to do.
Everybody who's in this chair be like, whoa, this chair go back far. I said, what did you hide the body? Damn, what is that bad? That one time at Barron Camp, right. That's how I feel, Nazarene. That one time, though. I choose love all the time, but that one time, we had to balance out the scales. You feel me? I'm just playing.
reason. Your relationship is in trouble, I'm giving you a call. Has your soulmate become your cellmate? Does black love still exist? What are your bedroom turnoffs? Fantasies and fetishes. Financial infidelity. I'm dating a bad person. Are they worth the wait? Trust me, this gonna be crazy.
How about the heavy snap?
The child wasn't his, and you still had to pay child support.
It's a very heated topic.
How is that right?
Mama's baby, daddy's maybe.
I just have so many questions I want to ask you.
I would like to kiss you. This gonna be a roll up there.
He told me he had a vasectomy. I'm pregnant.
Betrayal has been committed. Hit you with a bad touch routine. How does he maintain his humposity?
He likes it when it pisses the lips.
Why can't you open up, brother?
I'm a karate man. Karate man on the inside. They don't show their weaknesses.
Yeah.
How do you make women so well?
So William,
And accountability.
the voice of reason.
The best predictor of future behavior is relevant past behavior.
Yes, sir.
And you don't have a great relationship track record. Just based on results,
Yes, sir.
and despite your legal advocate over here, I'm not talking about legal aspects. Relationship-wise, you don't have the best track record, and I suspect that you have a difficult time with intimacy. And there is a huge difference between falling in love and being in love.
Yes, sir.
And a lot of people love falling in love because it's exciting and it's fireworks. And, you know, it's that exhilaration of falling in love. And being in love is more predictable. There's sameness. There's a rhythm to it. It's not worse. It's just different.
Safety.
I don't know that you, but I know this. You don't stay. For whatever reason, you're not there long term. And the point is, you don't have to be in a relationship to be okay. I've said a million times, I'd rather be healthy alone than sick with somebody else. Do you want to say something to him?
Yeah, well, I was just going to say, I've got one word for everybody here, and that's prenup.
Okay,
I'm just a lawyer, what do
For
I
all the rest of you at home, let me just say that there comes a point where you got to say, you know, there's a time to fight, and there's a time to say, you know what, it's in my best interest to move on. And maybe you cut your losses. Maybe you say, you know what, maybe I take some lumps on this one and maybe I move on. But if you think for a minute that you're going to undo pain and hurt by getting a pound of flesh through the litigation arena, that's not going to happen. And the best revenge is living well.
People don't like Dr. Phil. People in the chat room go, oh, Lord, you done got messy Dr. Phil on. Now, listen, what's your payoff? Just tell me right now, what's your payoff? Listen, even people that are messy got jewels. Now, I don't know nothing about him being messy or whatever, but clearly that was a jewel. Sometimes, instead of seeking revenge, you need to just go and mind your business. That's all. Oh, gosh, we got so many callers on the line right now. You're listening to The Voice of Reason. I'm on KBLA Talk 1580. I'm Zoe Williams, your host. Tonight's topic, let the venom hit 'em. Why do some people, seek revenge after a breakup? That's what we're covering tonight. Let me get back to my caller out of Atlanta, Nazarene X. Get in here.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I think what it is too is that sometimes what we should do, however taboo it might seem like, what we should do is come into a relationship with like premeditated or predetermined consequences. Alright, because sometimes it's like if you have a bad act, like if somebody gets charged or something, there's always penalties in terms of law. Like they tell you, if you do such and such, this is how, you know, that action is going to swing back around and hit you. So to an extent, you don't really have to jump into the quote-unquote revenge bag if you have something established on the front end that's like, should X, Y, Z occur, these are the consequences of said actions, for the good and the bad.
Slippery slope.
Maybe that could help.
No, I think slippery. I think it's slippery slope, right? Predetermined consequences. Again, consequences is punishment, and punishment is God's business. Yeah. I would say boundaries, because they're saying it in the chat room right now. Healthy boundaries, and many people don't have healthy boundaries. So maybe that's what you're saying. But when you use terms like consequences, they imply punishment. There will be consequences. This is how you raise young children. If you don't do your homework, there will be consequences. If you don't make up your bed, there will be consequences. You cannot deal with another adult like that. And I don't know who started this consequences kind of thing amongst adults. You're dealing with grown folk. You can't reprimand or police your partner. So when you use terms like that, the connotation is there is an imbalance of power in the relationship where one thinks they can impose consequences on their partner. Now, healthy people have boundaries. You do this, here are my boundaries that deal with that, right? Now, I make the distinction when I say boundaries. Usually I call them cloundries. Why? Because boundaries are ideological constructs, right? And if that ideological construct, this is what I do when somebody cheats. This is what I do when somebody lies. This is what I do when somebody steals, right? When there is when there is revenge, when there is ego, when there is unhealed wounds that are helping to right those boundaries, they tend to be inflexible. They tend to be rigid. That's what makes it a cloundry, because anything rigid is prone to snapping. This is back to Bruce Lee's philosophy when he's telling you to be like the bamboo. He's telling you not to be a branch because a branch can snap. He's saying be like the bamboo because the bamboo is going to bend with the wind. So again, most people have cloundries set up, fear-based, ego-based cloundries, and they get rigid and brittle and they wind up breaking under the right kind of pressure. If you want a soundry, you have to be able to right those boundaries with a clear heart. Fear, ego, resentment, unhealed wounds should have nothing to do with the righting of these healthy boundaries. Does that make sense?
It makes all the sense. And I believe that because, especially in a larger scheme, some people use the fact that the consequences of treating others poorly, like the injustices and such, they haven't had said set of recompense from said bad actions. So sometimes you need to, in establishing healthy boundaries, you can establish what the consequences are within that context, whether that means complete separation from your intimate life,
right,
or whatever you determine those things to entail for you. So we're gonna keep raising them up. I'm all the way with you on.
Hey man, you already know. I appreciate it, man. Hey, he brought Atlanta, Georgia in the building. If you want to bring your city in the building and talk about seeking revenge against your partner, now's the time to do it. The number to dial is 1-800-920-1580. Non-judgmental conversation. We got a lot to talk about when I come forward. Nas is cooking. Where Attila at?
I want to hear Third Eye.
Third Eye ain't never calling in, man.
Third Eye ain't never calling in, man.
The fuck? Yo, we're at $63.95. We're less than $40 to $100. Can we get to $100 today? Yesterday, we made $15 after YouTube took their 30%. Can we get to $100 today? You never had an avocado oil. Well, He's being a preacher. Let me see what he's saying. And yeah, I shall strike down. What? I shall strike ye down with great vengeance and furious anger, and you will come to know my. Hey, can we get that clip from Pulp Fiction? Is there a clean version of it? Samuel Jackson? All right, because I doubt it's clean. I doubt it's clean. It ain't clean.
That ain't right.
That James Brown, that shit slapped. What is happening? Attila, what is happening? Who said what? Who is fucking with Attila now? What happened? I'll be jumping from screen to screen. What's going on?
What happened?
What is not appreciated, Attila?
It'd be a lot of consequences. What's going on?
No, tell me. Tell me. "60 seconds, 60 seconds, 60 seconds. Women.
Is that you?
Yeah. And their families. At the moment.
No, my name's Ford Explorer. What is going on?
NurturingChange.org. At KBLA Talk 1580, we believe everyone deserves to be safe. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
And their families. Ladies and gentlemen, the voice of reason. It's a Thursday night. Oh, I got you thinking and I got you grooving. My playlist is my co-host, of course. Now, the playlist has been varied tonight, of course. We played Let the Rhythm Hit 'Em by Eric B. and Rakim. That was My Lovin' by In Vogue. I got a lot of great records tonight. And as you know, my playlist is my co-host. I like to think that it enhances the topic because it speaks on certain aspects and angles of what I'm trying to cover right now. You're never gonna get her loving again, boy. You shouldn't have did what you did. Now, she might let you in a little bit, but you ain't gonna get no more loving. Is that an act of revenge? Or is that healthy boundaries? I think that's healthy boundaries, right? You don't get to get back in here, boy, after what you did. Tonight's topic, man, let the venom hit 'em. We're talking about revenge. And when we came forward, we were talking about this idea of emotional catharsis, where you get like, hey, man, I feel better from doing this, right? I feel better. Emotional catharsis. That's an interesting angle, right? The act of seeking revenge can provide a temporary sense of relief and catharsis. By inflicting pain or harm on the person who caused them emotional distress, individuals may believe they are balancing the scales and finding closure. Revenge can serve as an outlet for pent-up anger, frustration, sadness, which allows individuals to release the negative emotions and they can move forward. Then there's social conditioning. Society often glorifies revenge in popular culture, Kill Bill, portraying it as a justifiable response to perceived wrongs. Movies, books, and other media often depict revenge as a heroic act. You killed my teacher! Oh, I'm sorry, Bruce Lee. That's just a throwback to the karate, Saturday karate. All right, reinforcing the idea that seeking retribution is a natural and acceptable response. This societal condition can influence individuals, making revenge seem like a legitimate option to restore justice and regain personal satisfaction. Now, here's a heavy one. Lack of empathy and perspective, which I believe a lot of people fall under this category. In some cases, the desire for revenge may stem from a lack of empathy or an inability to see the situation from the other person's perspective. When consumed by anger and hurt, individuals may become blinded to the potential consequences of their actions, focusing solely on their own pain and the need for retribution. This narrow viewpoint can fuel the desire for revenge, as empathy and understanding are overshadowed by a desire for personal vindication. Wow, heavy stuff. We got callers on. Who's been on the longest? Monique from Detroit. Get in here.
Hey, Will, how you doing this evening?
I am alive and well. How are you?
I'm doing all right. I was just thinking of how you were saying that you would feel better if you did this. The one time I did revenge, I planned it, executed it. It was so mentally and physically exhausted, I didn't even derive any type of satisfaction from it. As a matter of fact, it was sort of character that I felt immature. And I said, and then I said, well, you know what? This is best to just refocus yourself and let, people do what they do, because it never fails that karma always lets me know how it dealt with you.
Some people think they can escape karma, but you can't. Karma for some people it comes instantly. For other people, it takes a minute. But when it catches you caught, right?
Yeah, you're right. And I lived long enough to see it happen to, someone I may think have done me wrong, or the relationship didn't go, bad. They either call and tell me themselves, or they're seeking help, or things of that nature, or, it finds a way of, letting me know how it happened. And so I said, you know what, I'm glad that I don't take that road of revenge. Because when I tell you it was too exhausting.
What did you do? What did you do? Do we want to know? The inquiring minds want to know. You can, listen, hide the names. We don't need to know their names. Make up a whole different location. You were in Bulgaria. And what happened? Oh, Lord. Okay, tell us.
So I was living somewhere else, and I was living with someone. And they brought me to where they were, and they betrayed me and did all these things. And they were up for a big opportunity, and I was like, what can I do? So I ended up packing everything and shipping my things back to Detroit. But before I left, I cut one leg off of each pair of pants, every dress shirt, because I knew that he was going for a big opportunity, and he would not notice it. And I put everything backwards so he wouldn't see that the leg was cut off or the sleeve. That's what I did.
You ruined his wardrobe right before the big job interview.
And I left.
And had your stuff shipped already. Gone.
Yep.
Oh, Lord, have mercy, Jesus. These people out here different.
And I charged my return ticket.
What? On his, you not only am I leaving, it's on your dime. And clearly your dime is limited because you got a job interview tomorrow. Oh, Lord.
No, it was more, it was bigger than a job interview. It was like a business opportunity.
Wow. You done cut off every pant leg. Cut off the left pant leg. Turned the pants around so they look whole. Cut off every sleeve. Flip the shirt around so it looks intact. Boy.
And that was exhausting, mentally and physically.
And how did God revisit your good deed onto you? I know God slapped you upside your dome piece. Revenge is a boomerang. What happened?
They came to visit me in Detroit.
Boom. Oh, you thought you was gone. You do know when you charged your ticket, we knew where you was going. Oh, Lord.
And they did the car thing. And they broke all the windows and slashed all the tires. And
wow.
I had a luxury car, so it was quite expensive.
Oh, goodness. Y'all got to be careful playing these reindeer games, because I'm going to tell you, Rudolph got horns. He got antlers. Please be careful out here in these streets, young lady. I appreciate you for calling and sharing and hanging on the line. Thank you. You brought Detroit, Michigan in the building. If you want to bring your city in the building, all you got to do is call me at 1-800-920-1580. Let's get these callers in here. Who's been on the longest? Haru Ali, you already know. Battle Creek, Michigan.
Peace and love to the family and nations, honor to everybody.
Here we go. Here we go.
No. Is it safe to say that we can describe humility as humility is strength under control? Could we all agree with that statement?
Humility is strength under control.
Yes, just because you have the strength to enact revenge doesn't mean that you should.
So self-discipline.
Self-discipline, absolutely.
I love that.
You know, in my minister bag, you know, the Bible says that...
Wait, hold on. Because I definitely want this piece, but I'm going to need those organs. Let's go.
Well,
ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce you to a visiting deacon to the Voice of Reason. He is from another church, another ministry, but he is in alignment with the word this evening. He is going to speak on revenge in relationship as it pertains to the depths of self-discipline. His name is Brother Haru Ali. Yes. Speak to us, my brother.
Amen. Praise the Lord, brothers and sisters. Praise the Lord. Revenge is mine. Yes?
Yes.
That says the Lord, revenge is mine.
My.
We'll tell you,
Uh-huh.
kill our whole nation.
Yes, sir.
Because it's okay when he do it, but it's a problem when I do it.
My.
You know, if thine eye offend thee,
Yes.
pluck it out.
Uh-huh.
If I do something that's offensive in my flesh, I'm supposed to pluck my... Okay, no, we ain't doing that. I think, you know, I have some intelligence reports to give to you. Breaking news, I think most of your chat has been taken over by Russian bots because these folks is acting groovy. Respectfully, I love y'all.
But wait.
Y'all ain't never took no revenge on nobody.
Come on, Haru. Have you taken revenge on somebody, Haru?
Absolutely. But guess what?
What did you do?
The vast majority of my revenge was being better than what they said that I was and outshining them.
No, wait a minute, Haru. You just called everybody out. Don't contradict yourself. You called everybody out for taking revenge, and now you're finna say the revenge you took in the majority was making your life better. Now, I don't want to hear about that. Cause you calling them out. So what you come on now, Haru? Haru, your friend is about to ask you a very important question. What did you do?
I'm about to tell you right now.
Okay.
Oh, absolutely. We're going to give balance to the force.
Okay, let's go.
Initially, I was called by my brother several years ago. I went to his house about 3 o'clock in the morning. I said, boy, what's going on? He said, listen, man, this guy's trying to sell me this firearm. Can you come over and check it out for me, make sure it works? I said, sure. I came over there. I checked it out. I said, oh, man, let me see this. Oh, this is a nice looking firearm. Where'd you get it from? It came from a soldier who had died in Afghanistan. Yeah, brother, that's the real deal. Well, what ended up happening was the brother left leaking from his forehead, being chased up the street naked, because what he had tried to pawn off on one of my fellow veterans who gave his full measure was a BB gun. And he got it lumped up, leaking, and naked. I stripped him naked and made him run through the neighborhood naked. Yes, I did.
Wow.
Instant revenge. Absolutely.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Absolutely.
the views and opinions of Haru Ali is not the views and opinions of the host of The Voice of Reason or KBLA. What in the world? You got people running up the street? Oh, Haru, what is...
Yes, he deserved that. I think that was the lesson that he learned. And he had to get his pound of flesh. How dare you disrespect a fallen comrade who served his country and gave his life to try to protect your so-called rights in this country. Are you serious? Okay, we're going to get up for that. It's a real trigger. But
Clearly.
With my ex, and we don't talk too much about my ex.
Here we go.
Listen, I had to give her grace. One, because if that is what happened in the breakup, she was still the mother of my child, my children, my 4 children. So I couldn't sit there and say, oh, I wish this happened, all this, wish this happened, because then my children would be affected. So all I said was, I wish for everybody what karma has for them. And then 15 years later, they called me and told me. I don't think they knew that they were giving me a karma report. And I was like, oh, for real? And I didn't say, that's what you did. I've been waiting on this. I didn't know that. I was like, oh, man, that's messed up. But when I got off the phone, I got jiggy with it. No.
Hey, brother. Haru, man. I love you, brother. We appreciate the call. Thank you. He brought Battle Creek, Michigan in the building. If you want to bring your city in the building, all you got to do is call me at 1-800-920-1580. When we come forward, we're going to be talking to the sisters, Houston, Texas, as well as Cleveland, Ohio.
They sampled the James Brown.
Huh?
They sampled the James Brown on that one.
Of course.
Yeah, that's cool.
Come on, James Brown. Listen, James
So
Brown.
look, that's okay. That's what our skate club is. So we
James Brown.
We skate to funk, G funk, and P funk.
Parliament.
Yes.
I love it.
Okay, that's gangsta skate. Okay.
First off, you created a term. Don't try to now. She tried to back up off. It's not gangsta skate. You created a whole term, gangsta skating. That's what it is. Can we get those callers? Come on, y'all. We at $63.95. We're less than $40 away from $100. Can we get to $100? It's 54 people in here. Can everybody drop $2? Can we get a $2 roll call? Everybody that drops $2 on the super chat, I'ma holler at you. I'ma shout you out. I'm gonna give you love. Come on, call me. 1-800-920-1580. Hit the super chat right now. Come on, y'all. We've been lagging all week. This week has been a tough week.
The heat got us.
The content has been fire. Come on, y'all. But the contributions have been a little slow.
People. You ever got revenge?
No, the internet was fucked up, yo.
Oh my
The internet?
God.
No, I'm just saying, just, you know.
Oh my God.
That's fucked up. Jesse versus Carly.
Jesse versus Carly? Versus? That's crazy.
That's crazy. They had a video of it? Or if I'm missing, or just the articles?
That was just being funny.
No, I'm talking about when it really happened.
Oh yeah, I got video of that.
They did call a lot of people, a lot of ambulances and stuff. It
People,
was a,
yeah,
it was a rip of them.
yeah. Where y'all at on the calls? I'm bugging. Let me see who's in here.
Never gonna get it.
My mama said if somebody hit you, hit them back. That's vengeance.
Like Mama said. Mama said.
Oh, that's good. Magic 888, get in here. Suge Mac 510, call in. Clyde, Truth, Divine, Gibson, call me right now. The phone line is open, bro. Clyde, call right now. I know, I see you. We coming to you next. And then Attila. Now, LaToya Young, stay on topic. We talking about revenge. Now, if you want some psychotropics, some medication, I do indeed. First off, psychologists do therapy. They don't prescribe medicine. Psychiatrists prescribe medicine. Now, I do have a friend that is a psychiatrist, Dr. Mark Goulston. But unfortunately, Mark Goulston is retired. Now, stay on topic, LaToya. As soon as I come back, you up next, but you got to be on topic. No, seriously, I don't know what happened to Tone, but he got a serious call. I hope everything is good with the brother, seriously. But there was a serious call, and he had like this, he just saw a ghost look on his face. So I'm hoping that everything is good with the brother. As a matter of fact, my head has been on him, my mind has been on him since he left, because that look on his face was one of them looks like, oh shit. You know, I hope he didn't get a bad phone call. But it wasn't even one of those, man, I gotta go, man, I gotta take care of this. It wasn't even like that. It was some old, and then take off like, oh shit.
and welcome back to Balanced Psychologies. I hope that you're all doing really well. So in this video, I'm talking about wanting revenge on the narcissist. Now let me tell you, you are not weird, you are not strange, and you are not unnormal wanting revenge on the narcissist, because let's face it, they probably deserve it. They actually do deserve it. And they have treated you so awful. They've literally destroyed your identity, destroyed your self-worth. And of course you're going to want revenge. Of course you're going to want revenge. Of course you're going to want to get somebody back for what they have done to you. And in this video, I'm going to talk ways on how you can avenge yourself on the narcissist. Okay, without further ado, we have a lot to talk about in this video. So coming to terms with what you have gone through is colossal. Okay, coming to understand that what you have been through is traumatic. And actually, in a word, it is abusive. It is abuse. It's narcissistic abuse. This person has literally molded their reality into yours, aka gaslighting, and they wanted you to believe that they are something else with their illusions of who they actually are. So it is only right that you would want to get revenge on this person, because the reason why you feel like this is because you know that somebody has done you wrong. You know that somebody has been awful towards you. And this is a very natural reaction to want to get revenge on somebody else. You are feeling upset. You are feeling very tired. You probably can't sleep. You can't eat. And all you can think about is all the things that they have done to you. And this is very normal to feel very uncomfortable in these feelings. And all you can do most of the day is ruminate on what they have done, with intermittent periods of crying. And my heart does go out to you if this is what you are experiencing right now. And maybe some of you are, a few months or a few years down the line and still...
Ladies and gentlemen, the voice of reason back in the building live on KBLA Talk 1580. Revenge, man, is a dish best served cold. We called it tonight, Let the Venom Hit 'em. It's a heavy topic, man. In the realm of human emotions, revenge stands as a perplexing phenomenon that often rises from the ashes of a broken relationship. Gosh, from the ashes. Yeesh. Do we really understand revenge? Revenge at its core is a response to emotional pain and a desire for justice. You did me wrong. I got to get you back. I think revenge is petty. I think revenge reinforces the victimhood mindset. In my opinion, I could be wrong. It emerges when individuals feel wronged, betrayed, or hurt by someone they once held dear. How could you ever have held someone dear when you feel justified in revenge, even if they did you wrong? This is what I'm saying. Most people are operating with an empty gas tank when it comes to perspective, when it comes to understanding. You know what? Understanding, for most people, just understanding means accepting you when you're doing everything I want you to do. As long as I'm getting what I'm supposed to be getting, as long as you're doing right by me accepting you because you're giving me everything I want is also understanding you. Most people you with have no idea who you are. Soon as you pop off, they be like, I don't know you anymore. You never knew me. Am I lying? Do you know how many people are with strangers right now? That's why they can seek revenge. Because I never knew him anyway. So let me go attack that stranger who became human right in my face. Most people don't understand revenge. They don't understand where it's from. The act of seeking revenge is often driven by a need to restore a sense of power, control, and balance in one's life. However, revenge can also be seen as a misguided attempt to heal emotional wounds, as it perpetuates a cycle of negativity and perpetuates the pain you're trying to get from. Revenge is a boomerang. You go seek it, you throw it out there, you execute it, it's on its way back to you every single time. Right? From a psychological standpoint, revenge can be viewed as a defense mechanism. It serves as a means to protect one's ego and regain a sense of self-worth. Listen, you ain't worth nothing if you feel like you got to get somebody back. How can I steal from the infinite? How can I wound that which can never be destroyed, that which is indestructible? See, the problem is you've made the small you the leader of your spirit. See, there's a bigger piece in you that is connected to the divine. But because you've never seen it, because you haven't evoked the divine up out yourself, right, to be present to yourself, what has happened is you have crowned the smallest aspect of yourself as the leader. So when that little small you, i.e. the ego, gets wounded, the ego always got to be protected. Let me go protect my ego by getting revenge. You're not worth much if you think somebody could really hurt you. What, Zoe? What are you saying? Let's go deeper. Every pain you've ever been through in your relational life has led to a deeper understanding of yourself. If you got to go to university, don't you got to pay for it? Even the athletes on scholarship got to pay for it because they don't have the same schedule the regular student has. They miss out on a lot of stuff because they got a different workload. Huh? What made you think you're supposed to get high quality things from God and not pay for it in some way, shape, or form? You have lost sight of your self-worth. Sometimes pain is the direct conduit to expansion and growth, personal growth. A lot of people don't want that, though. They want the growth without the pain, without the irrigation and the cultivation, right? They don't want to plant seeds. They don't want to wait and watch. Let me stop. I'm sorry. I digress. We got so many callers. I want to get them on right now. We got, what is this? Toya from Cleveland, Ohio. Let's get her in here. What up, what up, what up? You're on the line. Talk to us. Please help me say your name correctly.
My name is Latoya, and my husband's name is Anthony, and we are Antoya.
Antoya, Anthony. Okay, Anthony and Antoya. Welcome to the show. What are your thoughts?
How you doing?
I'm good, brother.
Yeah, that's my husband right there. He's the ant part of the Antoya. So, my whole question was about, I had the question about, okay, revenge versus vengeance.
Same thing.
Yeah, but I felt like revenge is something that we do to people on our own terms, and I felt like vengeance is something that the universe is going to take care of.
You mean like vengeance is mine, thus saith the Lord?
And he is the universe.
Okay.
I think revenge is something that somebody did for you bad and you want to get them back.
So let me just break it down for you real quick. Revenge from the etymological root of the word, late Latin, 14th century, revengen, avenge oneself. That's what it means. Hold on. Let me read through this real quick. Late Latin, 14th century, revengen, avenge oneself, from Old French, revenger, not the avenger, but the revenger. Variants of revenger, take revenge, avenge. From modern, 13th century modern French, means before, and then venger, take revenge. That's what it means. That's what it means. And from the Latin, vindicare, where we get the word vindicate, to lay claim to, avenge, punish.
Restore.
Well, no. We're reading from two different types of dictionaries. I'm reading from
I was thinking about something about when you said vindication. Vindication is restoring things back to their normal state.
Okay.
How they supposed to be in the first place. I don't know.
You good with what you said, bro.
No, I'm with y'all. Go listen. This is your time to shine. Now, talk to me.
I mean, I know a little something about revenge, but it's like a boomerang. That's why I got that R-E in there.
That's right. It's gonna come right back, right?
It usually does.
I did.
I have a question, though. I do have a question, though. So for me, like, I'm the type of person that I don't seek out revenge unless you would have to literally knock me in the head like 15,000 times.
Oh no, we don't want to do that.
And then when I knock you back in the head, it's like, your brain's on the floor.
Oh.
And you're like, why would you do that to that person?
That's
been knocking me upside my head all this time.
Did you cuss?
I didn't mean to.
Oh Lord, in the name of sweet baby Ray's barbecue sauce. You know there is no cursing on the radio. We cannot have it.
Right. I felt like we was having a conversation.
We not. Lord have mercy. Thank you guys for calling. We appreciate you, Roger, Cleveland, Ohio. Lord have mercy. You cannot call here cursing. We do not appreciate it. Do not call here cursing. When we come forward, I'm going to go to Houston. We got Detroit. We got Hartford, Connecticut. We on fire all over the country. But I swear for Jesus and them white people in heaven, do not curse on my phone.
Is it good to you?
God damn.
I felt her. You hit me 50 times. As soon as I get my lick back. It's like, why you do that?
Ah! Stop cursing. I don't understand it. This is real radio. Do people curse on Steve Harvey Morning Show? Do people curse on Ricky Smiley?
Do they curse at work? Like,
Do you curse at
church?
work? Like, no, this is not the place.
Not on your couch, baby.
You get on my phone line on the radio. No cursing. People who have been following this show understand. This is the behind the scenes. It's broadcast through my YouTube channel. You know what? They're going to make me shut down the YouTube. Because they might be confused. Because I be cursing on the YouTube. So they might think, oh, because he's cursing on the YouTube, I can curse when I get on the air. No, you cannot. This is terrestrial radio. You cannot use profanity on the air. $500,000 FCC fine for every word uttered. If you cannot communicate intelligently, articulately, without profanity, maybe you shouldn't call. Maybe you shouldn't call. Latoya, I heard you. Yes, I read I saw you say you're bad, but I still need to reinforce this, this rule so other people will know. Like, don't get on here cursing. You will definitely get on my bad side. Do not do that. Moderators, please continue to inform folk. Please continue to inform folk of the two different aspects. YouTube, radio when you get on the air. No, you remember the sister that was here? The young sister that was my guest? She was here a couple weeks ago. She said shit on the air.
I remember.
Remember? Tavis Smiley called me the next day because some fan emailed him. Yo, I was listening to your show and one of your hosts used profanity on the air. He called me and was like, yo, what happened? And then I told him, he was like, Zo, you got to prep your people. They can't come on here cussing. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to tell you right now, revenge is poison. My playlist is my co-host. We on fire tonight as usual. Tonight's topic, let the venom hit them. We're talking about couples who tend to enact revenge against each other, man. Very heavy topic. Gosh, a lot of people need to read up on Carl Jung. A lot of his work is very, very powerful. He says, I'm not what happened to me. I am what I choose to become. Right? Very heavy thought, perspective when you put it in perspective. Like, don't become this person who feels entitled to justice. It's going to come the way it comes. And oftentimes we get so unidirectionally focused on getting back that we wind up hurting ourselves, damaging ourselves, man. It's a heavy piece. We got callers on the line. I want to get everybody on right now. Who's been on the longest? Attila from Houston, Texas. Get in here.
What up, Uncle Joe?
We got to make it quick, Attila. We up against it. Talk to me.
Oh my God, we got like 5 minutes. All right, so I just want to say, I think the reason why people get so mad, the whole revenge thing, they're just mad at themselves, and they're taking that anger out on the person that hurt them. That's it.
That's 100% true, though, Attila. 100% true.
That's it. That's all that internal rage, internal anger, and you're just basically projecting that out to them.
I love it. Thank you for the call. We appreciate it. Houston, Texas is in the building because of you. Let's get to Detroit, Michigan. D, you got to make it quick. Talk to us.
Yes, I was going to say, nobody is God, so nobody is so grateful that they won't take out revenge or retaliate. They may just feel like pain for pain, an eye for an eye is the same for them, and it equates to feeling good.
It equates to feeling good. Thank you, D from Detroit, Michigan. We're all over the country. I love that. And then we got Clyde, Hartford, Connecticut. Get in here. Hello, Clyde.
Good. Oh, sorry. What's up, bro?
Yo, man, you're on the line, on the air live. Talk to me.
So, I kind of feel like this. Everybody wants revenge until it's time to be human. So basically saying that everybody wants to get revenge until it's time for them to act for that same forgiveness that they just gave the vengeance out to.
Say more. What exactly do you mean? Can you say that again, but say it in a simpler way? Because I'm a little lost.
Okay. People want that revenge. But at the same time, when they mess up, they don't want that revenge to come back on them.
So they want unidirectional revenge. They don't understand that they live in a reciprocal world. What you put out is what you get back. Is that what you're telling me?
Yes.
Interesting. Heavy stuff. Hey, Clyde, come on, man. You brought Connecticut in the building. We appreciate you, man. Thank you for reaching out. Listen, from a metaphysical perspective, in the realm of metaphysics, revenge it can be seen as a manifestation of anti-love consciousness. Love, in its purest form, promotes understanding, empathy, and forgiveness. Revenge, on the other hand, stems from a place of anger, resentment, and a desire for retribution. It represents a departure from the path of love and compassion, and it locks you into a cycle of perpetuating negativity, which hinders personal growth. I know a lot of people are like, oh man, personal growth, healing, letting go, la, 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 la. Listen, you want your spirit clean, right? A lot of people walking around with a very contaminated spirit, all the way from childhood through their relationships, and they cultivate this sense of entitlement. Nobody owes you happiness but you, and it starts with working on yourself. Letting go means to come to the realization that some people are a part of your history, but not a part of your destiny. Steve Maraboli. They are part of your history, but not a part of your destiny. Cry, forgive, learn, move on. Let your tears water the seeds of your future happiness. Steve Maraboli. A lot of people don't want to let go. They want to be able to say, I got a revenge card. The revenge card is really a you owe me card. Nobody owes you the best for you but you. I started the conversation. You finish it. Up next, you already know RSVP with Jill Monroe is about to be on fire tonight. Yes, sir. I'll see y'all next week with some more heaters. Great topic. Appreciate y'all. Good stuff.
Marianne and topic they say. What's this country bastard?
I don't know. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Deuces.